Historic figures everyone should know. By history as biography. Vercingetorix was a Gallic chieftain who lived during the 1st century BCE. He is primarily known for his leadership of the Gallic rebellion against Julius Caesar during the Roman conquest of Gaul. Despite ultimately being defeated by the Romans, Vercingetorix remains an iconic figure in French history and culture, representing the struggle for freedom against foreign oppression. Little is known about Vercingetorix's early life. He was likely born into a noble family in the Arverni tribe of central Gaul, and may have received a military education from his father, who was also a chieftain. It is said that Vercingetorix first came to prominence during the Gallic Wars, a series of conflicts between the Gauls and the expanding Roman Republic. In 52 BCE, Julius Caesar led a campaign against the Arverni, and Vercingetorix was chosen as the leader of the Arverni resistance. He quickly proved to be a skilled commander, rallying other Gallic tribes to join the rebellion and launching a series of surprise attacks on Roman forces. Under Vercingetorix's leadership, the Gallic forces were able to take several Roman strongholds and push the Romans back towards the coast. However, the Gallic rebellion was not without its internal divisions. Vercingetorix struggled to maintain control over the various tribes that had joined the rebellion, and his attempts to centralize power were met with resistance. Despite these challenges, Vercingetorix continued to lead the Gallic forces in a series of battles against the Romans, including the famous Siege of Alesia in 52 BCE. The Siege of Alesia is considered one of the most significant battles of the Gallic Wars. Vercingetorix and his forces had taken refuge in the hilltop fortress of Alesia, but were surrounded by Caesar's army. The Romans began construction of a massive wall and trench around the entire fortress, effectively cutting off the Gallic forces from the outside world. Vercingetorix knew that he needed to break out of the fortress before the Romans could complete their siege works, and so he launched a surprise attack on the Roman lines. Despite initial success, the Gallic forces were eventually repelled by the Romans, and Vercingetorix was forced to surrender. He was taken prisoner and brought back to Rome, where he was paraded through the streets before being imprisoned for 6 years. In 46 BCE, Vercingetorix was brought before Caesar and executed, marking the end of the Gallic Wars and the Roman conquest of Gaul. Despite his ultimate defeat, Vercingetorix remains an important figure in French history and culture. He is celebrated as a symbol of resistance against foreign oppression, and his name has been invoked by French nationalists throughout history. In the 19th century, during the rise of Romanticism in France, Vercingetorix was seen as a heroic figure, and many artists and writers depicted him in their works. Today, he is remembered as a symbol of Gallic identity and pride, and his legacy continues to inspire those who fight for freedom and independence.